teacher ambassador Osbat at Back Science Education Consultants, and we are here to make sure that you don't pause the process of learning for any reason. We have been studying about an atom. We looked at how it looks like, how protons and neutrons are arranged in the nucleus, and we looked at how electrons are arranged in the energy levels. We said that electronic configuration is something very important about an atom. It can determine its valence, it can determine its position in the periodic table, it can determine its properties. Basically, that's why we said an atom is the one that makes an element participate in a chemical reaction. But we said, apart from the elements in group 8, the elements which have fully filled energy levels, other atoms are unstable. And they always struggle to be stable. Being stable means what? It means having fully filled energy levels. If an atom has an energy level that is not full, it struggles to make it fully filled, either by gaining electrons to top up the electrons that are there, or if it cannot, then it loses the energy level together with its electrons, and so it has a new outermost energy level that is fully filled. Some of them can even involve themselves in sharing of electrons. All that is summed up in the process of bonding. Therefore, what is chemical bonding? This is simply a process of combining atoms, basically to get them a stable electronic configuration. In other words, if you have an atom A, for example, which has electronic configuration 2 to 8 to 2, and you have another atom whose electronic configuration is 2 to 8, for example, to 7, both of them are unstable because they have some unfully filled energy level. They will find a way of sorting themselves. If they are together, either one will lose and the other one will gain. Or if that can't happen, sometimes if both of them can't do that, then they will involve in sharing and etc. Therefore, as they do so, they will end up combining. Therefore, we shall say this is the combination of atoms, so that they obtain a stable electronic configuration. This is done by either sharing electrons. It can be done by gaining of electrons, or it can be by losing electrons. These are the processes that take place during chemical bonding. Therefore, there are 4 types of chemical bonding. There are 4 basic types of chemical bonding. However, there are other types of bonding, but the major ones that involve these processes directly, we have ionic bonding, we have covalent bonding, and we have metallic bonding, and it is dative bonding. However, These are the types of bonding we look at in O level. There are other types of bonding, but they all relate to those four. Can we look at one for now? Can we look at one for now? And that is ionic bonding. First of all, summarize. This is the bonding that involves sharing, and it involves losing and gaining of electrons. As you know, for something, you can't lose something and somebody gets it without gaining it. Whenever there is losing, there is always gaining. And you can't gain something when there is nobody that has lost it, unless otherwise. Meaning that if we are talking about the losing, then it must be accompanied with the gaining. E.g., if I have sodium and it is combining with chlorine, they end up forming sodium chloride. We all know so far that electronic configuration of sodium is 2 to 8 to 1, and the one of chlorine is 2 to 8 to 7. These are the ones that are making these two atoms to involve themselves in bonding. And how is it done? How is it done? As we have said, the outermost energy levels are the only ones involved. Meaning that we don't need to know about the innermost energy levels because they are not involved in the bonding. We also have the chlorine, which has 7 electrons in the outermost energy level. Meaning that this one is having a problem. A problem is only this one. But this is willing to accept that problem. It is willing to accept that electron. An indicator that when it has accepted that electron, it will end up forming sodium, which is now having a new energy level. A new energy level that is next to this. And that is the new energy level which has 8 electrons. It has 8 electrons. But then we have the other one which has gained the electron. And so it is also there. It has gained an electron that has come to pair with the other electron. And so you have that electron there. You have that electron there. Meaning that in the end of the process, sodium has a new energy level and chlorine has a new energy level. An indicator that this sodium, which has lost an electron, will be positively charged, and this chlorine that has gained the electron will be negatively charged. And therefore, you have 2 ions. You have 2, let me call them bodies, but they are called ions. They have opposite charges, and therefore they will attract. One of them is sodium and it is positive, another one is chlorine and it is negative, and therefore they will attract, and they will end up getting for you sodium chloride. What was 2 to 8 to 1 has ended up becoming 2 to 8, and that's why it is positive. What was 2 to 8 to 7 has ended up becoming 2 to 8 to 8. And therefore, the new energy levels are both fully filled, and therefore, this is a better and more stable compound than these atoms. This is how bonding takes place. You know potassium? Number 21. Sorry, number 20. Sorry, this is number 19. Potassium is number 19. And therefore, its electronic configuration is 2 to 8 to 8 to 1. And we know fluorine is number 9. And so its electronic configuration is 2 to 7. Take some time. Show me how potassium fluoride can be formed by ionic bonding. Thank you, and thank you for being our good learner. Don't forget to keep watching and sharing our videos. We'll meet next time.